Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed on this show by the hosts do not necessarily state or reflect of those of the channel. Furthermore, the views and opinions of the guests do not reflect of the host and of the channel.
This is the podcast about nothing with your host, Leo Black, the unfiltered force.
This thing is fucking annoying. Gotta talk is just the most annoying part of everything. Yo, what's up, bitch? Come on, but yo, Red. Anyway, guys, what's up? My name is Mafana, and this is podcast about nothing. I'm here with another housemate from the Brick Brother house, and Siphalee. You guys love to late him, I know. But he's here to answer all your fucking questions because you guys have a lot of questions. I took some of your questions and today he's here to tell you. But wait, this is my brother. Please don't fucking come at him anymore. He's off limits. Because the one I need about who gave you the permission to drag people. Anyway, guys, I'm here with this buddy, as I said. How are you, my brother?
Good. Thank you so much for the invite. Man, excited to be here.
Man, what's us about nothing? Nothing, you know? So there's nothing off the table, eh?
Yes.
So not censoring anything. We're not gonna shy away from anything. It's
Oh shit.
yeah.
Oh shit. I'm nervous.
Don't be like Luzu will be a politician, man. Hey. Oh, Gloria. But anyway, guys, I had a great chat with Luzu, and you watch it right now if I'm watching this. Anyway, guys, as I said, I'm here with Siphalee, who was a house leader of Big Brother Mzansi season 5, and Basni Leo.
He formed the Bandana Boys, and he made everybody. He made you to hate him and to love him also at the same time. Because let me tell you, if Siphalee didn't do the shit that he did, you wouldn't be talking about him, would you? No. So let me tell you guys, I have the pleasure of welcoming my brother in this show. Into the house, you get in there, you see these 23 people on top of yourself. How did it make you feel? Like, how proud were you when you achieved that milestone?
To be honest with you, it did not click in until the second or third day. Because of the way in getting a corn Indian. You know, I thought I was gonna enter the house like everybody else. Live show, talking to Smash.
Well, I remember you were the lineup guys. The three, it was you, Melino, and
Udube. Backdoor vibes. So when they said cut, the show is over now. Umoya wami literally. Wapela at that moment. Because now you're so excited, you're like, okay, I'm gonna represent my family, my friends. Smash mangoes are low, pendula low, and stuff. That did not happen.
So you have prepared everything, but not for it to happen.
And then they were like,
you came on Monday, ne? On was it Monday or after the eviction? After the introduction of all our housemates.
It was the same night,
but in a different way.
Yeah. Mine was not like live in front of the whole and those. Oh my word! I was. Bang put that opportunity. Bang put honestly. Sanging again, I'm a backdoor with Melino.
Yeah. Sorry to cut you. Sorry. Come on.
No. Yeah. So. Yeah, second I'm a back door. So the energy I gave was not the same energy I had. You understand? Because I've been punchy, I was deflated, but I made it work.
Yeah, and I think when you came in that way, even the housemate would probably make you feel like a second-class citizen in their house now, because now they had a way of like letting you in as opposed to you just coming in as everybody else. Did that make you like maybe feel a little bit inferior in terms of like the way you came in, because now they had to vote you in instead of just like coming in as everybody else?
Definitely. I would actually say the first week. Because mind you, with everything that you did, it was marginalized. Don't forget, you're in this house because of us. And then until the first eviction show, and then Usmash asked Melino, how does it feel being in the house knowing what you're getting my back door? And then Melino brought it up. Actually, I was waiting for Smash to ask me that question. So the housemates actually did make us feel good.
Yeah, you came here for...
should be at our mercy, because you just you understand. So after that I was like, no, fuck it. Nani angenanga because you are privileged. No, Big Brother chose you. No one is privileged. Okay, yes, it is a privilege to be in the Big Brother house, but
definitely
not there's something special about when not the same way I did, but but also on Big Brother's terms, not on your terms. So like fuck all of that. And we did address it, like, no, stop this shit, because this or whatever it is. You might even leave before I did, and many of them did, you understand?
Yeah.
You might even leave before I do, and won't get so don't come here with that attitude. So yeah, no, the first week, but then I got over it. I'm like, nah, as in, that's when actually I developed the strong the strong character. Yeah.
You were quite a strong character. Do you think that you developing your character Pete to be that strong was something that you anticipated happening that soon in the game, or was something that maybe you wanted maybe to develop maybe as you gradually grow into the game?
It was something I wanted to develop as the game went by. However, it came sooner than I thought. Because mind you, I feel like I don't know if I'm being ngesixhosa bese siqhela amasimba lapha endlini, understand? So I wanted to like ngifuna ukusuicide leyo, like so ngiqhela amasimba, dog. You understand?
Yeah.
And man, because I'm friendly with you, yes, I'm grateful ukuthi ungenisile and whatnot, but don't make me feel it every night.
Yeah.
Ungathi ngithi mangiyolanda ukudla uthi no whatnot, if ngenza something no, shut up, singene sonke la endlini in the big.
And we want the same thing.
There we go. We all want the 2 million rand. So don't make me feel inferior because we won't file in.
Who would you feel like say was like the person that was not unwelcoming of you in the house, right? Like at that time?
Wow. I did not feel it from a specific somebody.
But it's like
however, there were those murmurs, those chit chats. You understand? Even if they didn't say it to me directly.
Yeah.
But whenever they would say it to someone, like Unsugu, Umelino, Upilile and stuff, I would feel it because I'm getting my back door, you understand?
Yeah.
So if you're saying it to them indirectly,
you're saying
it to me as well, you understand? So I'm like, Yazin, let me change my persona and everything because
yeah.
And I mean I'm not
here for that.
I'm not someone who wants to get the toes stepped on. But it's George notes by leg.
Say who's a dog.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean I honestly I just wanted to mark my presence in the house. Yeah.
No, but it's very important for you to not feel because that place is very like it's a place where you can easily lose yourself and get swallowed up by everybody because there's a lot of you guys.
Yes, definitely.
It's like 24 personalities who want the same thing as you do, but in a different way. They have a different strategy from you, but they want the same thing as you.
Yes.
So you have to find a way to make yourself stand out and unique in a unique way. That's when I was like, oh, he's doing it in a way that you did. Do you feel like you now bending the boys up, forming? Because I think the what to call it, the men's conference. It started when maybe like you were like, because you were like an anchor of that.
No, actually, no.
You seem like you did because you were very much vocal in that setup.
You know what? I always believe, Guti, be a man amongst other men. You know, don't be a man amongst abafas. So if you're amongst Amatot, they must also feel your presence.
Yeah.
However, the men's conference was started by Ezra.
Really?
Yeah. He started the men's conference.
Right now, he's in the shade of everything. Like he was just like someone that never really initiated it. Because now I think everybody now believes it's you.
No, I did encourage the men's conference and I embraced it because there was a moment whereby you could come together as a machita and just speak whatever it is that you felt inside or whatever it is that you felt like needed to be addressed. There was the platform for a machita, understand? And I was vocal about it. You know, I was very vocal, but I'd even say the person that was more vocal in the men's conference was, I'd say, Swiss. Yeah, Swiss was the one that spoke a lot in the men's conference, Angtola.
Yeah.
So, but I embraced the men's conference and I made sure people feel our presence now, because I'd see like even a woman with like children, what is it that they're talking about? I'm trying to figure out something.
She just
understand,
crying and stuff.
So I knew that's the moment where I knew as in this thing does have an effect on the rest of the housemates, you know.
Because even the ladies try to create their own women's conference, it's failed dismally. Because girls were not even for it, and they were like, but again, in terms of you like pushing that and you going as further as saying that we must get all the girls out, where did they come from?
Okay. it wasn't a thing of let's get the girls out. My plan was, boys, let's make sure we're part of the top 5. You understand?
You can't be top 5 with all 14 niggas though.
I mean,
13, 12 niggas, yeah.
at some point, okay, of course, there are guys that you gel with, and then there's guys who are just there. But with my boys, I wanted us to be
Who's
part
your
of
boys? Let's put it out there. Let's not just speak like we know. Who are your boys?
my homies. Okay, so the homies was Ezra, Swiss, Melino, Uzugo. Umbuzi was in and out. Hey, Umbuzi, I didn't know it. Umbuzi. Oh, baby.
So
You know what I mean?
it's not wrong for Oluzogo to be associated with Bandana Boys, because he was out here saying like, I know, I feel like I was put in this thing because man, I wasn't fully in it. Your honor. I'm like, nigga, you were in it, but now you are putting him in the list. So that means he was in it.
He was part of the gens because took jail. When we were in the house, we had no concept. We didn't know about this Bandana Boys thing until we left the house. Then we're like, oh, no, my Bandana Boys. Because I remember at the eviction show, they're like, oh, now Captain, my Bandana Boys. I was like, hold on, is that even a thing? Captain, Bandana Boys, what's going on? But then, Tina, as much you didn't was just as the
Boys.
gang.
Yeah, the
you see,
gang,
like how SK, there'll always be like the naughty group. So we're those guys. We're those guys in the house. So the whole Bandana thing, it was a conscious decision from me, in the sense of, Guti, as you said, Guti, what was your strategy or how did you plan to move around the house? My plan was, if you wanted to spot Siphalee, look for the bandana or look for the durag. Understand? That's how you spot Siphalee. Because I mean, there's 24 of us. It's banning.
Yeah.
So you can get lost in the crowd. So in order for me not to get lost, I mean, Pegumbus, for instance, you just look for someone Obetail. You easily spotted Umbus.
Yeah.
So with myself, I also wanted something that was distinctively my look or basically my image.
Yeah.
So that's when I chose the bandana, basically the headgear.
Yeah. So when how many bandanas did you come into the house?
I think
The whole house was wearing your bandanas, dog. Like, how many bandanas did you bring to the house?
I think I had about like 8 bandanas.
Nigga, you went to a shopping spree for bandanas, nigga.
Literally.
Yeah.
No, literally.
Because I saw niggas, all of them. Swiss, Ezra, the girls. Also, they were wearing the bandanas and shit. I'm like, nigga, what's influence is this? Are we back in the 90s? Because the bandanas was like big in the 90s. Yeah. But now we are back in that era in the house. I'm like, yo.
And did you see what the big brother started giving out the bandanas?
Yeah, the Robertson ones. Did they pay you?
Robertsons. Find your me in every meal. Robertsons.
You were there in every bandana they made, yeah.
That's when I knew, Guti, someone's taking notice of this bandana.
The influence was not that undeniable, dog. Like in the house, everybody was like, fuck, everybody's wearing this.
Yeah.
And you're the one putting their head game on. I'm like, dog, you mustn't wear it like this. Wear it like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Bafo, you know, actually, now that you're speaking about that, okay, Usuas, when he did it the first time, he was hiding Vele drop top, you know? Sorry, my dog.
Drop top.
Yeah, he was hiding the drop top. You understand? So, and the guy we found, and it's like to me, because he actually had his own bandana, the red one. And then my father, and then maybe fast move. He's like, nah, my dog. Don't fast when we fast.
Yeah.
Alright. And then I think if Vigo went past, that's when Robertson's brought in the drop top thing, bro. Convertible. I was going to say kicking on, but not Italian face.
But it's people are coming for you, my nigga.
I mean, coming for me.
As for the drop top, now you're killing me.
It's just jokes. Jokes. Yeah, so it started with that, and then the following week we had the hip hop versus Amapiano wager.
Yeah.
So the girls were like, dude, can we please just borrow some of your bandanas and stuff? Because we asked Big Brother for bandanas because we wanted like a 90s theme, type of feel. And then the girls like, no, can you borrow some of your bandanas? I'm like, all right, baby girl, you know, and stuff. And then the following week, coincidentally, Robertson's brought in the merch, and he came with bandanas. I was like,
Influence is undeniable.
Oh man, Robertson, come on, Robertson, come on. It's kulum. So that's when I knew, okay, Big Brother's taking notice. And then that same week when Robertsons came with the merch, we had the cow farm
farm thing. Yeah.
And then there was 3 of us. My outfits were we had bandanas. Myself, Ezra, and Swiss. The people who wore the bandanas the most in the house. That's why I knew the big man is taking notes.
Yeah, definitely, dog. Like, I wanna Big Brother watches everything. When he says that, he does. And forming the Bandana Boys, as we now know, was it like something very like intentional to like bring the guys that you brought? Because there was a men's conference of which was for everybody, but there was the Bandana now boys. Now that we know of, like of you, Swizz, Ezra, and Luzugu.
The Bandana Boys thing was not a concept yet. However, as I'm saying, we all, I think we all embraced under the whole bandana thing. As much as Uzugo said, Vele does not wear bandana, but it was associated with the Bandana Boys.
Yeah.
So we took the idea, we're like, okay, let's all rock a bandana Vele since my Sebasaz Vele is a map. Because I remember at first people were asking me weird questions in the house. You always wearing a bandana. How many bandanas do you got? Blah 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 blah. I'm like, no, it's my look. When I just wait and see, this is my look, and then it actually became a thing. It was gonna become like a big thing.
Yeah.
But it was literally just a thing of how do you spot Siphalee, young taller. But in terms of even with the men's conference, it was honestly like just to bring the boys together and speak like what's that word in Islung to sort out our differences. Yeah, because there was times when the men's conference where there were 2 people who like a number of people who did not click with one another. But however, the men's conference gave you the platform to speak out. That's why Izinzindo in the house was so pissed off at, especially with some of the guys, because we have a men's conference. I was kulum lezinto lezi at the men's conference. However, when we get to kuluma gupi emakhoneni abafazi, that's the shit I did not ride with, because
sounds specific. Talk about it. Let's hear.
Yeah. No. I mean, like with Swiss and Abobo, type of vibe. Okay, Abobo also had a equal nyana with Ezra. Everyone knows my.
Okay, let's talk about your beef with Uyanda. Like, where does it come from? Because it started the moment Uyanda won the HOH.
Yeah.
And then the challenger, you won.
Yes.
But after that, I think there was just beef there. How did it begin?
The beef. Well, I wouldn't even say the beef. The beef.
Yeah, how the beef? Because like you guys don't see eye to eye.
Yeah. You're putting me on the spot. Yeah. Okay. So, when the challenger thing happened, none of us thought it was a real thing, because it was the first time it was happening.
Yeah.
Even when Big Brother kept announcing you have 30 minutes till your challenger, which is like, and funny enough, me and Uyanda were in the same group, if you're Kumbula, we're in the purple group. And then the thing that the challenger happened, and okay, I wanted and everything sharp. However, the remarks from Mupoy did not sit well with me. Even
what did he say specifically? Like that literally landed you into like, what the fuck?
It was a lot of things. Because we know how his voice is. Yeah. So if you hear his voice that side, you understand? It's directed to my big dog. Don't play with me.
Yeah.
Don't play with me. It's directed to. So my thing was, Uguti, we have a platform as Immense Conference.
Yeah.
Ikulumeda. Whatever it is that you have a problem with, Ikulumeda. If I made fun of you, or if you felt like I said something that was distasteful about you, mention it at the men's conference.
Yeah.
And then they come to us, but say, no, you guys need to stop bullying Uyanda. First of all, let's address this whole bullying thing. Not even a single day did I swear at the guy. Not even a single day did I fight with the guy. However, I was labeled as the bully because I nominated him. Uyanda won HOH. That is competition. If you are worthy enough to win HOH, clearly your competitiveness in the house is noticed. So what is the first thing I'm going to do? I mean, if you are playing soccer, if you are Manchester United, you're playing against Real Madrid, what's the aim? To knock them out, to win the Champions League.
Exactly.
See, now our Champions League was the 2 million. So my aim was to knock him out of the game so that the game becomes easier for me. I mean, I get to keep the easy competition to have a hard way to the top.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even gonna. try to jinx it or try to spin it in any way, keep her low or strong, because even with the way, not the wager, in the arena games, whatever cheat code I thought of, he thought of as well. Understand? He is my fucking competition. Keep a low muntu lona so that you can have an advantage in the game. But I don't know, people saw it as a personal agenda.
But in terms of you, like the bullying allegation comes from the fact that you had poisoned everyone in your group to not even like him as well. I'm not saying necessarily you did, but everybody in that group disliked him from that moment on. So it became like not just you against him, but everybody else in your group against him.
But if we look at it in this way also, every week after Etlapini, he'd always be Uyanda against someone. It was never Siphalee against who, Siphalee against that, or Siphalee against that. It was always Uyanda against who, Swiss this week.
But you guys have never had it like a face-on thing between you. You guys always had those subliminal jabs, whatever.
Exactly.
It's never been like a direct, because he had a thing with Swiss, he had a thing with Ezra,
a thing with the Luzugo as well.
So it has never been like you and him, like facing on.
Yes.
And I think it was a cowardice display from the both of you, because it wasn't like something that you should have like probably like, because I think that your niggas, your friends, you speak, they felt the need to just speak on your behalf and do whatever that they needed to do on your behalf. And now it's became a thing of like, oh, it's now me against the four boys, you know? Now, obviously, he's one person. I'm always like, yeah, he's friend, but like, come on, you know? And you kind of get where it comes from of like, okay, even the mid thing, it wasn't even like, it shouldn't have been an issue, but it became a huge thing, you know? Ezra, like, HOH, like, everything was just like, too much. So, I don't know if maybe you see it in that way, because if now, imagine now me and other four of my guys are just are just against you. How would that make you feel? It's gonna feel like, oh, these people hate me. They're making my life a living hell in this house. I'm gonna have to walk in eggshells. I have to not, because like there's a lot of you in the house. You live in a confined space.
Yes.
So you need to live with one another, talk to one another, and everything. You know. So you're gonna get where probably the bullying kind of like emanated from.
You see, that's what I'm saying, Uti. That's what the men's conference is all about.
If you're part of it.
He was part of the men's conference. I mean, at that moment, he could have literally voiced it out at that time. My gents, I do not like this thing of you guys getting up on me and whatnot. If he felt that way, understand? Because even Uswes no Abo, but their beef was kind of sorted at the men's conference. Because after we addressed it and stuff, isn't there
cordial issue? Yeah.
Yes, between them. That's what he was supposed to do.
Why didn't you bring it up
at the men's conference? Because it wasn't, well, I didn't feel any type of way about it.
Just say that you had beef off whatever that happened, because you said the weird things that he said to you when maybe go machine and everything. Why did you not bring that to the fore and like say, I don't like, bro, like what is being said about me when you what. I think you had it also a way to bring it up as much as he did. So I don't think maybe you should say like, oh, it's him alone. It's just not a fair assessment on my end, because I'm not trying to take sides. I'm just trying to be like balance the whole conversation.
Sure.
In terms of like you could have brought it up also, because you had something that you didn't like that happened.
Okay, that's a fair point. I could have. However, if I felt so strongly about it, I would have not addressed it in the way that he did.
Yeah.
If you have a problem, we are lawyer, you know, and stuff. I spoke to the boys.
Sure.
I said, Mafetu, I not talk as Zwani. You understand? He decided to take that to the girls. I mean, his point of view. But okay, whatever the case may be, there's nothing wrong with that. We in the house with 23 other people. You will not get along with everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
There's definitely someone also clash and I. But I said I'm not gonna take it upon myself to approach someone else. Even Tandi, I will see it in his actions. No, I'm forced. But for me, it's good to corner and approach you and say, hey dude, angikuthandi, because you said 1, 2, 3. Anginaso isikhathi lesi, ngifuna 2 million, anginasikhathi sakho.
That's fair. That's facts, bro. That's valid though. With regards to you now having won HOH, do you think like that was the game changer for everybody in the house?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably because everyone in the house knew how competitive I was.
Yeah.
And they knew what in order to kick this guy off his pedestal or whatever it is, we need to eliminate him.
Yeah.
So I felt that Lendozanin from the housemates, okay, they feel uncomfortable in my presence. I liked it. I didn't like it. I liked it in the sense of now you'll know what no.
Yeah.
Understand? I didn't like it in the sense of I don't want people to feel uncomfortable in my presence. But you know the thing is when you win the HOH,
literally putting a target on your back.
you are putting a target. I didn't mind the target. I didn't mind that target. I never felt threatened in that type of in terms of competition. Yeah, there were people I found competitive, like and Uyanda, Ukuluva, Ezra and stuff. Yes, I did find them competitive. However, it didn't shake me. It didn't shake
You
me.
still wanted like, yeah, I can do more than them.
I worked hard for it. It's not like a big brother woke up saying and decided, let me give you HOH to Siphalee. No.
True, very true.
I worked for it, man.
Yeah.
The same way he worked for it. And I'd see online comments, but you cheated, blah, blah, blah. You didn't roll the dice the way, blah, blah, blah. No, no, you roll the dice like this, my dog. Then look like the dice players do that. You roll the dice like this. And
It doesn't matter how you roll the
It's
dice.
strategy.
It's just how you want to roll the way it favors you. It doesn't matter. And I'm not going to lie to you. You winning the challenger thing was something that necessary for the game, for what it is today, because it created the thing that it's supposed to create.
yes.
Friction.
We were
talking about.
We were
right?
too kumbaya with one
I
another.
think
Way
liked
too
each other too much.
Way too much. Yeah, no, way
And it
too
was
much.
necessary for it to happen. And now you were literally on survival mode.
Yeah.
Because you were feeling like everybody's looking at you, you're targeted and everything.
Yeah.
And following week, Ezra win it. Did that make you feel like, oh, God, thank you?
Yeah, that was the part of me that yeah, that was the part of me that felt like because my strategy was not a secret. I think that was my downfall.
Yeah.
I spoke too much.
You said a lot of shit, dog. Like, you said a lot of fucked up shit. And even today, I'm like, dog, way you got this confidence is just beyond me.
You have to have confidence.
But in a very respectful way.
Yes.
Yeah. You can't just like say however you feel in a sense, you know?
You know,
Because you know how you're dealing with a very sensitive crowd. That's very like, watch everything you say. They can use anything you say against you.
here's the thing. You know, when you do the audition thing, they always ask you, how are you going to bring Umlilo? And at that moment in time, you cannot say, oh, now I'm going to bring Umlilo by doing this 1, 2, 3. Because you cannot plan.
Yeah.
I was planning because this is okay. I'm planning a feel like I'm going to be the funniest guy in the house. No Swiss or whatever it is, he's funnier than me. Then what's my strategy?
It's dead now.
It's dead now. Now I need to find a different strategy. But my thing was always been be a Clay.
Okay.
Be a Clay.
Your inspiration is Luke.
Oh, that is my goat.
In terms of like you saying Luke is like your inspiration, I think you took it a right template, but I think you took it in the wrong year.
The wrong year, definitely. Not even the wrong year. Had I been on Titans or Africa,
Yeah,
I'd still be in the house.
definitely.
I'd still be in the house.
Because I think now we are dealing with a very soft version of Brick Brother. Sensitive. I don't want to say that, but I feel like we are borderline there.
Yes.
So do you think like now, in terms of your criticism towards everything that's been happening to you, been said about you, is because of that?
Oh yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. If you look at the people who are, the most liked. So now that I'm outside, I'll see it on like the most liked person is Ukulova.
Yeah.
Right. And Ukulova has a very calm demeanor. Utulile is to himself and whatever it is. I don't know that kind of big brother.
Yeah.
As big brother with Abu Papa Ghost, no make Junior going at each other. Luke Clay telling everybody shit in the house.
Yeah.
That's the type of big brother I know.
yes.
Understand? And when I went to the house, I'm like, I'm gonna bring that kind of energy. Wrong season,
Wrong time.
wrong time. Yeah.
I get you, dog. Because I also feel frustrated at times when like people bring up some petty ass shit. Because even with Swiss, dog, I was frustrated with Swiss at the beginning because he was banded with you guys. And the thing that with Swiss was that, and he doesn't like anyone else winning but him. But I was like, Why should he be happy for you? He came here alone.
I like that for
That's
him.
when now, like, okay, I started like changing my mindset and everything. Cause like, I feel like he plays the game well.
Yeah.
He plays it to the way that and you should be playing as an individual. But like, I think every person needs that. But now we ended up being left dead wood in the house, watching people just playing kumbaya, playing what. I'm a fan of the show beyond everything. Before being a broadcaster, being talking about the show. So when I see shit like that, it hurt me, because I feel like there are times where like we could have had people like you instead of having people who are just gonna be like ransacking the fridge and just like walking around, you know. That's my feelings, you know, because like we need umlilo, dog. It's a season of umlilo. Like you brought the fire.
Yeah.
You did. As much as people love to hate you, and I feel like it's a compliment to yourself, because you can't now say, hey, what did you bring? They know you, dog.
Bafo. First of all, Uyanda fans, Wagwan family. Secondly, I will paraphrase what you said, Oguti. The people who brought Lilo were the people who were evicted early in the show. Myself, Bonnie B, Ezra. You understand?
Not necessarily Ezra, but yeah, I get you.
Shame, man.
No, Ezra, I think Ezra was someone who had a potential of bringing, but I think he felt comfortable trusting other people more than himself in terms of like bringing his own personalities and everything.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everything he felt loyal to the cause, but not himself.
Yeah. And that is something I was afraid of. Being swallowed up.
Yeah.
I'm rethinking everything I say. I'm just rethinking Yonki. No, that's exactly what I was afraid of. And actually, all these weeks that I stayed, I thought I was that person. I actually thought as in you need to switch things up now.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone's thinking, Siphalee is bringing nothing to the house and stuff. The week, and it's funny how everyone says it's almost like a gut feeling. When you feel like uzohamba, that's when you feel like, no, I need to switch things up. I need to bring umlilo and stuff. Not knowing what you've been bringing umlilo, but then we are inside. We don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
On the outside. But I love the influence I brought into the house. The fact that I could influence other people into doing other things or doing certain things. I love the influence I brought, because I just like inspiring people, man. I like inspiring
When
people.
Swizz won the HOH, and then he chose his challenges as Olontuzana. I don't even forgot who he chose. I think he chose people he thought maybe they were weak.
Abobo, I remember those people correctly. Abobo, Giorgio, Mandy, Lomat. I remember them like it was yesterday.
How did it make you feel?
You know what? Swizz made his decision there, but I was a tad disappointed in his decision because I feel like he took them for granted. And we all know each. This is one thing I didn't understand about Swizz. He's been in more challenger competitions than we have, so he should have known Uguti. It's not all about strength.
It's not about endurance. It's about like everything.
It's mind and luck. It's always mind and luck. So poor Luzu, he was in the HOH room for like 2 hours, and I told him, eat the snacks, bro. What if this guy loses? Eat the snacks, bro. Like, I got lip soaks, what a number.
Never came.
Understand? It's like we knew, because luck goes with anyone.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, even with how I won the HOH, it was by luck, because I had to roll the dice.
Yeah.
It was by luck. So there, I feel like the best gamble he could have taken.
It was very obvious.
The power was in his hands.
I literally thought he was gonna choose his boys.
That's what we thought as well. Betu. When Big Brother's like, okay, Swizz, choose your 4 competitors. This is long as okay, guys, we're going to the arena games. No, Swizz. Jojo, when's Annie? What are you doing? Like, those. I would have had at least had Uluzugo been part of, because I understand they tied.
Yeah.
Had Uluzugo at least been part of that conversation in the challenger, at least Moya Wambozu to calm down a bit, because I remember when when they were in the arena, Uluzuga came to me. He's like, dude, what do you think about Swiss's decision? I'm like, dude, let's just say a prayer right now. Because my gut feeling is not going with this decision. Let's just say a prayer real quick. But that gut feeling just never went away.
Yeah.
And then, the decision. And I said to Ezra, I'm like, imagine if Jojo won the thing. Yo, can you know?
So that would have been the end and all of him.
But had he chosen Amajita, it would have stayed amongst the
So you were
gents.
pro gents, like everything.
I was pro gents, but I wasn't against the woman.
But you can't be pro and still be pro. I don't know how I'm to put it, but it's either you pro or you're not.
Okay, for example, look at how the girls have stepped up. Ever since in Kulme, what I said, look at how they've stepped up in the game.
Sure.
They stopped taking the game as a game.
Yeah.
They were serious now. Like, okay, this HOH thing is a real thing now. You know, I mean, there were things we did. Even there's this time we're in the house, Epsugu, we're creating songs, guys versus Abogel and stuff. You know, I think we're back and forth.
Yeah.
I love that. I loved it because now, at that moment in time, the girls were united.
Yeah.
Against Amajita. Amajita were always united as Amajita, understand? But now the girls were united because Abogel, we haven't started calling them Mama 2 hours because that thing, that women's conference, after 2 hours, that it's back to and all of that, understand? But the whole thing is, just be united as Amandombazane, the same way we are united as Amajita.
Yeah.
Then it creates fair competition. Now we know it's HOH is not amongst Amajita anymore. Now there's a girl who's stepping up. Oh, gents, you need to step up now, you understand? So I wanted to create that sort of environment. Hence you said, Uguti, when I won HOH, the whole dynamic of the HOH thing changed. It's exactly what I wanted. Let's create competition. Let's go bar for bar. Let's go against each other, you understand? That's exactly what I wanted. But it was interpreted in a different manner. I don't know why. I don't know how they managed to spin the whole thing and made it.
But no, you explicitly said that let's take the girls out. You can't erase that, you know.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if the top five gonna be
so obviously, if you say that, it means now you are literally like applying something that's okay. Women are not deserving, because there was even a time, when Georgia won, and I think you lost the wager, and you said, this is why women shouldn't, whatever, along those lines.
Yeah, I said, hey, first woman HOH, and now we lose the wager. I remember. Okay, as much as it was a joke, yes, it did come from a bitter
standpoint of view. Yeah,
standpoint of view. Man, I don't know how to even try to answer this one.
The thing is that came out of you is that, you know, you're anti-woman, you're anti-uplifting of women, because of how you interpreted things or said things in the show. Because obviously you have to be fair amongst everybody. Let's go to my question. So, like, say, were you subconsciously like staying away from women in the house because you just want to focus? Because I don't remember you even like, hey girl, hi, how you doing? I like you. It's about situation. Like, I've never, like, I don't recall that moment.
My game was 2 million.
But like, come on, there's girls in the house.
Yeah, it's good for them. My game was 2 million.
But like, the thing I'm saying, dog, like, there's a game, there's life, there's like everything. You can't win everything, yes, but like, you could try to just, you know.
Okay, the 2 girls that I felt a connection with. One was taken.
Cool. Who was the girl that you wanted but was taken?
It rhymes with Ashley.
You just said the name.
It rhymes with Ashley.
You wanted Ashley?
Yeah, I did.
Did you like have a chat with her?
The first week, yes, I did say we would say, okay, as much as you know, with I'm in a relationship and everything, but if I were to break the bank, it would be for you. I told the shit.
For real?
It would be for and I told her straight. Even Umshini and I.
But you guys, there's a thing about like Omshin as well.
Yeah, Umshini. I told her on the last week. Actually, there's a time we actually had like a conversation because you know what happened with Umshini and I feel like there was that spark between us. However, I said something that she didn't like. I kind of dissed her boyfriend a bit. I said Achake Yimbi. But that was just a joke.
Who, Balo?
I said Achake Yimbi, but that was just a joke.
When did you see a man before?
the photos. I show my with like my album and
Oh,
stuff.
you bring photos. Oh, you saw a photo of a boyfriend.
So what happened was machine album it was full of pictures in the front, and then a couple of pages were empty. Now I'm like, man, could you tell me like at the bottom? It's a bit fishy. What? Oh, you le barrier then.
So that pissed her off. If you like, you wanted to pursue something with probably Ashley
Machine, yeah.
or Machine.
Yeah.
What stopped you then?
No, honestly, to be honest, the honest truth was the respect for my girlfriend. Yeah.
Oh, you have a girlfriend as well.
Yeah, I do.
Guys, how do you fucking go to a reality show when you have a girlfriend? Like, make it make sense.
Let me be honest. You know when you apply for the Big Brother, you don't think with Bazuktat.
Yeah.
It's like a chance thing. You like I'll play with hi, I'm like it's a for sure. Yes, I'm in a relationship, but the Big Brother thing, say figure it, let me apply. Let me just take my chances. Hey, can't umuntu uzongena. Hey, sengixayekile my nangu umuntu engimfunayo.
Even ask like Luzu guys, how does even the conversation goes? I'm like, hey baby, ngibizwe ka Big Brother ngiyohlala lapha endlini namantombazane whatever and stuff like that. How does it even like chew in that like?
With my girlfriend, I kept dropping hints.
She didn't know.
She didn't know until the day before. So I asked my cousin to call her and tell her, hey, Mundok was in the Big Brother house now and whatnot. So with her, I kept dropping hints. I just kept saying things. How would you feel if I were to enter the Big Brother house and stuff? And then she's like, nah, as long as you don't do anything that will, make me look like an idiot or make me feel like look stupid, whatnot. And then, I just kept just dropping it. I'm like, hi man, you understand such things. But now I did not know until we started signing our NDAs. And once you start signing your NDA, you can't say anything.
In terms of like now you looking at the people who are in a relationship and the way they behave, does it like feel like as I robbed myself? Like,
you mean like in the house?
Yeah. There are people who in relationships in the house, like Machine, as you say. Machine was pursuing people at one point.
Was she?
Was she not? She wanted Ashley at one point.
Yeah. I remember. Here's the thing. Had I known Uti relationships could save you in the house, I definitely would have got into a relationship.
What do you mean by that?
I wouldn't have waited for a girl to say
Uzi was in a relationship but he got out.
With who?
With Ntuku. What do you mean, Uha? Like, it was a relationship. Wasn't it? They were kissing, they were sleeping together.
Yeah, but
Swiss was in a relationship with Pilile. Where is she?
Oh,
they were like, she was cooking for him or let me say that, washing his clothes.
Yeah.
What is that?
Go on.
Sleeping together.
Yeah, but you didn't do anything though.
Oh, were you there? You were not there to see that.
I did. I was literally on the opposite side.
No, in terms of like sleeping together with Swiss no Pilile.
Yeah, little Umbeto one was opposite.
But when you were gone, like started like happening like mostly when you were gone.
Bengazi ukuthi uPhilile wanted uSwiss and the bengazi ukuthi uSwiss felt some type about uPhilile. However, I knew how.
Would you have done that if it were you?
What
to be with someone in that with someone knowing very well that you're in a relationship?
Oh, for the sake of 2 million, yes.
Niggas are for sale. You know that? Niggas are for sale. That's what he's saying right now. But let me tell you,
2 million,
the thing is,
guys.
not all relationships make it to the thing,
to the final. And
it doesn't because it doesn't necessarily work. Sometimes it works against you.
Yeah.
And it works for you sometimes.
Yes, that is very true. Maybe, just maybe, had I been in a relationship, maybe I would have forgotten about the other dude.
Which one?
You know, the one whose name rhymes with Uyanda. But yeah.
I love the way you say these names. But anyway, I'm also like saying that, and I don't know, man, who it is. I think it's between you, Ezra, and Luzuko, who literally told Ashley to forget about Gulova at one point. I don't know who it was. I fucking know. I'm scrambling in my head right now to remember that.
It was definitely those two light skins. It was not me. And I was dating those two light skins because there's no way I would have told her.
But there was even a time like after the gym, come see me and everything. What? Even George, like not George, man. Ashley addressed it with Guluva, and Guluva actually told the house, "I'm like, nah, guys, I know you guys been sniping on my girl."
Wait, Uten, what did Ashley say? What did
To everybody, everything that you guys tell her.
For real?
Yeah.
Things endlini.
Oh, you've said something also. That's why you worry now.
No. The reason why ngisho njalo ukuthi phela most endlini you do not hear other conversations. Phela Big Brother shows you what he wants to show you.
Yeah.
So if mina ngale garden Ashley nokhuluva basekamereni, I do not know of that.
Yeah, because they were closed, right?
Yeah. They were very, very close. But even with the relationship with Ukuluva, I made my feelings clear with Ashley. I'm like, no man paired and do no Ukuluva. I'm still here.
That's what I wanted from you niggas. You guys didn't step on it like that. I think many of you like didn't like step because you didn't step on it like that as well.
The reason why it was so hard because we're all basically no Ukuluva.
Yeah.
So it was out of respect of Mfowethu.
But nigga, you don't know that nigga.
Yeah?
You don't know him.
But he never did me dirty.
It doesn't have to. It's a game.
It is a game.
You want what you want. It's fair.
Rather than no Ukuluva, si compete for inyugo. Then
each
compete for each year. I never ever fight for Idandozani. Well, I do fight for each year, but not in the sense of
if Ene Kulova didn't went for Ashley, you would have.
Yeah, definitely.
But you said you're in a relationship.
Yeah, but I did say if there was one person who was willing to break the bank for it.
So you would. Oh my god.
Here's the thing. I even told Ashley this. I'm like, you're the only girl that is like whose characteristics are close to my girlfriend, because my girlfriend no colored like from like aesthetically how she looks, how she behaves and stuff. So when and I've dated a lot of amakaladi in my many years of dating. So she was the first person I migrated to because I'm like, this is my type. Aesthetically, behavior wise, all the crazy things we actually used to do. Even the times when she said was the time she started faking those nightmares, whatever it is. She told me about it. That's why Magazienza. I didn't entertain. At first, I used to scare the shit out of me. Like, God, what the hell is going on? Are you possessed or something? I didn't tell her. But as this cat, see her, and then after she told me, no, I fake some of these things. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's part of your game. It's part of who you are. So my writing lays, I'm like, oh shit. Back to sleep and so on.
Yeah.
So I liked that creativity and I liked that craziness.
You love crazy.
I love crazy girls, man.
Anyway, dog, you were seen on Champions. Acting.
Oh yes.
Doing crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Doing an awesome stuff. I love that for you, dog. Like,
thank you so much.
You Champions ended now. Yeah. So what day can we expect from you now going forward?
You know what? I want bigger things now. Now it's not a thing of now I'm going to wait for the opportunities to come to me.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to the opportunities. Yeah. Now I'm speaking to more directors now. I'm speaking to more producers, more writers, just to imprint my name in their head, in case they think of a script or something. Now, oh man, who can we get? Siphalee is an option. Young tall. So now I'm literally just out there. Because I remember when we got out of the house, when we were in the hotel, the first person we actually video called, Namachita, myself, Zuluzu and Ezra, we video called Usnai.
Yeah,
video called Usnai. Bro, give us pointers. And then the one thing I took to head that he said, now you're going to start groveling more.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. But now it's easier to grovel when your name is out there.
Than just being nobody.
As opposed, I mean, mangizakuwe mfethu now, singizakuwe as uSiphalee uyangazi. As opposed, if bengimela phe gate ungangazi ukuthi ngubani.
I wouldn't have like.
Mfethu ngicela podcast mfethu ngicela ungifake lapha because the first thing you ask is what value are you bringing? Are you offering me as well? Because I mean, you're offering me value, I'm offering you value.
Yeah, it works both ways.
So now, at least now, Ika Malami is out there. People know, okay, he's an actor. He does 1, 2, 3. So at least, Nami, I can capitalize on this guy. Nami, let me capitalize on you. Yeah. But, so, that was my goal when I went into the house, to make sure Ika Malami laziwa, so that when I go and hustle and go grind and stuff, it's not as hard as it was before. So yeah.
In terms of like now, you say you want to go pursue more shows and everything. What is one show that you dream of being on?
Can I only say one?
Yeah. Okay, you can say two at least. Yeah. Just like give us an idea of like what type of show you want to be on.
Oh, definitely Shaka Ilembe.
Yeah.
2.
Is your Zulu good though?
Mfowethu uyazi ngiyakwazi ukukhuluma isiZulu makumele sikhulumile mfowethu.
Khona ke manje.
So giya kumele sigiye mfowethu. Definitely Shaka Ilembe. 2 Blood and Water.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very diverse like shows, yeah. They're not like interlinking with each other. So that's good, yeah, in terms of like range.
The reason why I say Shaka Ilembe, I know it is Zulu Sami is not as deep or proper. So that would literally make me come out of my comfort. Young taller. That's why I like to do isn't that they make me feel uncomfortable. Excuse me. Big Brother, that was me. Feeling getting out of my comfort zone. That's why I'd break down a lot during my diary sessions. Because if you long for it to like whatever is said to you, you keep it to yourself. Whatever is done to you, you keep it to yourself. Now you gotta dish out over Then when I got to the diary sessions, I feel like that was like my therapy moment, just to like distress and just let everything go. So Shaka Ilembe, I know Zulu Sami is not as sharp, so it would force me to sharpen up on my craft. Young taller. Blood and Water, it is on Netflix. So you gotta make sure it's more lapayana your
shit is straight.
Oh, if
the world is watching.
So that's why I would want to be on those shows specifically.
In terms of like now you speak about those shows and everything. Let's go like to the house now. If now you were to change one thing, change anything, would you change anything that you've done in the show? Like, with what it is?
I'd focus less on Uyanda and get into a relationship in the house.
So your focus was blinding you what you could do on Uyanda in terms of like that.
I feel like it got to that point.
Do you think Uyanda is a stronger character for like in terms of like you and him, in terms in the game?
A strong character how?
In terms of like in the Big Brother game, like do you perceive him as a stronger person than you? Hence he's here and you're here.
I feel like today the reason why Uyanda has a name and is talked about is because of Siphalee. Not in an arrogant way. Had Siphalee not gone into the Big Brother house, would we be speaking about Uyanda in the same manner as we are today?
Digest that. I'm not saying anything. I hear
humbly.
There's no humble way of putting that. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it is what it is. The only thing that I'm gonna say to you right now is I wish you nothing but the best. I wish you reach the heights you wish to reach.
Yes.
And you entertained us. You gave us good. How many weeks were you there?
4.
A month. Hey. Yeah, nah. But it was a lot. But it was a lot for someone who's never been to the house like me. So it is a lot. So it was a lot.
It's in the age.
Dog, I'm old now. Dog, I have to do other things in life now. I sacrifice 2 months of my life or whatever for
2 million.
I could, but
cash contant.
No, the thing is, I'm already in the space. They wouldn't let me. I'm corrupt now.
That's exactly what they want.
I'm rotten for the show.
That is exactly what they want. Okay, that's exactly what Big Brother wants. Maybe not what the viewers want, but what Big Brother wants. Because there was a time we also felt protected by him. Because I could have gotten strikes as well.
Who do you think didn't deserve a strike or being disqualified or whatever this behavior? Who do you like feel like where we had Ashley got a strike, we had Bonnie B got a strike, we had KB disqualified, we had Uyanda getting a strike. Who else? Yeah, I think those are the few.
The only person I sympathize with in terms of the strikes and disqualifications and stuff is UKB.
Why?
Because whatever it is that is assumed that she did.
Assumed?
Yeah, there is no footage of it.
We did, okay, so we would have rather had Big Brother play footage of her harassing someone than just taking the word, because the housemates who attest to it.
I mean, KB and I also had our thing.
What is your thing? Let's get to the context of that.
The thing people call title as harassment. KB, we all know what she's a flirt.
She's a touchy-feely person.
She's a touchy-feely person. KB would get dressed in front of me, butt naked.
And you're just like...
And I'd see the way she'd move around. It was okay. She's trying to, evoke some...
But that is that is harassment, you know that?
You know what? I didn't feel harassed.
No, it's not about your feelings. It's about the actual thing. A woman, it's like me now, putting up my pants and then I'm just like showing off my thing.
Yeah.
And there's women around there. It's sexual harassment, you know that?
For real?
Yeah.
Why? How?
It's because I'm doing something the public or someone that is watching is not comfortable to see, was not even asking to see.
You know why I ask how? Because myself, I don't know who, myself, Tyrone, I can't remember any other. We were the 2 or 3 guys who girls felt comfortable in taking a shower with. And I never took
it's different when it's taking a shower because you have to share, you know.
But now, why would the girls feel some type of way with the other guys? Because I mean, when I take a shower with them, then I'm welcome.
It's comfort, isn't it?
And then you sure, I was comfortable with KB.
I'm not saying she sexually harassed you, but you're not consenting to her undressing or dressing in front of you.
But I didn't feel uncomfortable.
It's not about your comfort. That's my point. It's about how, like, because it says to be consented to about to do something like that. You have to like be okay with her doing that in front of you, in the sense of like, if it was someone else doing it, you would not have a problem. If now there was someone doing it that you didn't probably like perceive like to be as whatever that KB was, you would have probably had a problem with it, right?
Okay, let me ask you this. Do you feel uncomfortable when a woman undresses in front of you?
If she's my girl, no.
So you feel uncomfortable if it's other women?
I think it's you are trying to manipulate my mind. You are trying to create a space that I'm not trying to be in. It's just crazy.
Maybe that was her game.
Exactly. It's horrible game in this day and age.
No.
The thing is, like, you know what? We can debate about the legalities of what she did in front of you.
Yeah.
But we can't now debate how the other person felt when she did what she did. You know. So now it's a different conversation altogether. You know, some guy would have liked that.
Yeah, like myself.
Some guys would have liked that. Some guys wouldn't have.
Yeah.
Same thing happens if now a girl, you touch her and then she likes it. And when you touch her, you're a creepy and a widow.
Yeah.
You know? Because you are at different type of levels with this person.
But you see your point. I understand it fully and where you're coming from with it. But now look at it in this way.
Oh, is there another way?
If Indomazani says, I feel comfortable in taking a shower with this guy, I feel uncomfortable in taking a shower with this guy, is that not like double standards now?
It's not double standard, it's comfortability.
But why is she comfortable with me taking a shower with her when I'm butt naked, but she's uncomfortable taking a shower with someone who's fully dressed? Because most of the guys would take showers with their clothes on. I do not understand that concept.
It's because I think maybe they perceive that, and then maybe we're gonna see that as well.
See what?
We're gonna be able to see them taking a bath, whatever.
But none of the cameras were facing the shower though.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, we saw them.
Don't you like think like you have like showers like everybody can walk in as they want and
yeah. I mean, I have nothing to be ashamed of.
The thing is now the girls were started shaming the other guy with having a little thing. You know, you don't want that. That's a thing, dog. Like, you're protecting your dignity. And then they started like because a woman, bro, once she sees your dick soft, she will like drag you. She have never seen it hard.
I'm not soft or not.
They're growers, dog. Like, the people that are growers. I mean, I'm not comfortable with my soft self, but I'm comfortable with my hard self. That's a difference, you know. Like, I can walk on every street, bro, with my hard self, but on soft, dog, I quit. It's not nice. It's not nice. TMI, by the way. But all I'm saying is that, and not everybody is like that, you know.
Hey, as in, also it goes back to confidence as your individual.
Yeah.
My confidence as Siphalee, I know what I'm packing, and I'm not ashamed of it, and I'm not ashamed of showing.
Nobody is, but it's just a matter of like your preference, dog.
Preference for who now? The girls?
No, your preference. How do you wish to share your like about that part of yourself? Because even women, dog, women love to share their boobs like this.
Yeah.
But once the bra is off, it's something else.
Yeah, but you see, it's their confidence that drops when the bra is off.
Yeah.
When the pants are off, my confidence does not drop.
Okay. This I'm saying is different.
Yeah.
That woman who can take that bra off is still like this. And it's different conversation of together. And like even girls like who have like nice voluptuous body and everything when they're wearing jeans, but when the jeans are off, it's a different conversation.
Yeah.
It's same with gents, dog. Like it's how comfortable you are. You get it?
Yeah, no, I totally get that. I'm just saying, okay, from my as Siphalee.
No, the thing is, you are looking at your own perspective, not general perspective. When you
I wouldn't lie to you. I liked it when the girls like spoke about it.
oh my god.
I like
Rapping, okay, we're rapping now.
I'm not rapping anything.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, but no. As umchita, when girl Alan a compliment ubudoda bakho, it boosts my self-confidence. Now I'm as umchita. Okay, no, I thought I had it, but now I know it. I have it. And so it boosts my self-confidence as much as would like to get some girls would like to get a compliment. Oh, girl, you have a nice nyash. Oh,
who said you have a nice thing?
Okay, Umende were very vocal about it.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Also, Umende was very vocal about someone else having it. Yeah, ne?
Having what?
No, I'm not saying anything. Anyway, guys, that's been podcast about nothing. And let me tell you, I had a great time with you, bro.
Thank you so much.
Man,
it's been a pleasure.
An amazing chat. And you know what? I just wish you nothing but greatness, as I said. It's like the sky's the limit, but I don't think so. But what they say, abelung. But I'm just saying to you, dog, like keep pushing. Fuck the comments, fuck everybody that says anything negative. You just focus on yourself. Because let me tell you, they don't bring bread anyway to you.
Yeah. No,
just keep pushing, dog. Because like you brought the game. You brought whatever that you thought was appropriate for the show.
Yeah.
And people talked about it and banned for it for a while. And yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm happy I got you here and everything. And
man.
I'm happy. Thank you for making time.
It's an honor.
Yeah, dog, like our schedule was off a bit, but you still made
it. Yeah.
Exactly. But he was chilled about it, like he's cool. And we're all cool. And Gabonga cool dog. And yeah, man, this is a podcast about nothing. And it's Mafana here, and I love you all, and peace. Man. I'm sorry, I can't sing a dog. Like, hey. Anyway, guys, thank you, man.
This is the podcast about nothing with your host, Leo Black, the Unfiltered Fool.